Alright, here we go folks. We are about to begin the pre-final race for Heavy's classification at the Dallas Karting Complex November League race. We are starting in 6th place.
And it's lights out and away we go!
Around the outside we go. Managed to gain 2 places on the race start. Currently in 4th position with the leaders ahead. Turn 2-3 around here are tricky. Get the kart tail out to have a sweeping entry. Make sure to kiss the entry curb. Get the kart to turn, aim for the inside of turn 3. Try not to slide. Get closer on the inside of turn 4 to have a straight kart before turning in for turn 5. The track has been recently resurfaced and the rain before the league race night washed away half the track grip. The track had much more grip Monday compared to today. Turns 7 and 8 are similar to the Ascari chicane in Monza, just reversed in direction. In entry curve of turn 7 to get a smooth entry for turn 8. Upcoming turn 9 is the heaviest braking zone on the entire track. The track narrows down for a bit, the braking zone, and widens after the turning point. It's critical to not have your rear left touch gravel while turning in for turn 9. Getting a better turn 10 exit is critical to gain speed for the next turn 11, which is basically a flat out left turn like the 130 in Suzuka. That concludes lap 1. We are staying close to the lead pack of drivers. Let's see if we can make some places. Weighing 220 pounds isn't going to help being competitive in kart racing, especially when 15, 20 pounds lighter folks have advantages. The karts pick up speed fast. Alright, we get a better line for turns 2 and 3 are the exits, much cleaner. We managed to close the gap a little. Definitely closing the gap ahead in corners, but in straights just can't manage to catch the car in front. And one is a full throttle corner. If you do not get your turn in point precise, you will lose speed with the lift off to avoid sliding into the tyre barrier. Oh yeah, wow, we see sparks flying as the cart ahead makes a mistake, entering the corner too early and drops the rear of the cart beyond the curb and into the dirt, causing it to bottom out. Going side by side there through turn 4. I try braking early for the switcheroo for the turn 5. And the front tyres did not catch grip into turn 6 and the result sliding wide into the exit. Driver ahead slides wide into the turn entry. We have a chance to sneak in on the inside. We barely are side by side and the kart pulls away. Kart 22 slams on the brakes, turns in heavy, sliding into the turn. This usually increases load upon the rear tyres. Let's see if he slides into the next wave. You can definitely see the 22 number kart sliding in the last corner. The driver of kart ahead is currently on top of points table for Rental League racing in the heavies classification. Mistakes usually don't happen from league's top drivers. We are hanging on to him from the start. Let's see if an opportunity presents itself. You can see kart 22 drops the front tyres off the curb, resulting in a correction. Let's see if these mistakes can be leveraged for a gain in position. This is the second time MWR car number 22 is sliding wide into this corner, yet we are unable to take advantage of this mistake. A small bump from the behind there, more like letting the driver ahead know, hey, you are slower in the corners, mate. Screwed up the corner by turning in early and dropping the left tyres off the apex curve. Much better this corner, make sure to hit the entry curve as straight as possible, then open the wheel to slowly drift to the outside for exit curve to carry maximum speed through the corner. Oh, that's a rail run there. Getting the inside of this turn helps grip better and prevents from sliding wide. It gives a tighter line into turn 4. Make sure to hit the apex, aiming for the inside helps grip better into the turn. You can see the car ahead missing the apex by a mile, and we are able to close the gap ahead in corners just by hitting the apex consistently. Sticking to the basics always benefits. We will definitely have to work on weight so we can take advantage of road mistakes. Currently all I can do for this race is take the front row seat, watch the mistakes. 22 this time makes a much better entry into the corner when compared to the last 2 laps. We avoid bumping into the cart ahead in this corner, unlike last lap. The gap is now consistently closer to cart ahead in the last 4 or 5 corners. Right on the tail now, let's see if we can get the inside for next turn. The race leader has pulled away, creating gap to the pack. 2, 3 are up for the taking. You can notice position 2 is just ahead of cart number 22. If the carts ahead get into a tussle for position, it benefits us. And we bump again! Keeping calm is going to be a challenge. We get a much better entry into turn 7 than cart number 22. This helps to close up the gap by turn 8 and get on his tail. Now closer than ever to the cart ahead in turn 9. The cart number 1 is now even closer to the cart ahead. All we need is a single window to push through, trying to stay as close as possible. We get a better line through turn 11, and now we have a chance to go sneak in behind cart number 1, but the door gets shut immediately. Cart number 22 gets a run on cart number 1. It tries to drag him into turn 2, but decides otherwise in the last minute. We are getting closer lap after lap, corner after corner, waiting for a chance to pounce. And the opportunity presents itself. We go lunge to the inside from downtown, hoping for them to move to stick. Car number 22 stays on the outside with 2 wheels in grass, still out drags me. We wait for the next turn and send it down the inside as the gap opens up. That's 3rd position after chasing for a good number of laps. Now we just have to hold position to seal the 3rd place on the podium. The driver ahead is a fairly new racer, Rental League Racing. One would recon him to be a decent driver as he managed to start on the front row of the grid. Since the lead driver has managed to pull a significant gap to the kart in 2nd place, we may have chance to gain a position here if the driver ahead is struggling. Watch here as the driver in kart 1 missed the apex. Let's see if this is consistent so we can think of move down the inside when close enough. He misses the apex again. get a better entry into turn 5 and close the gap. We get a small bump from behind. I'm signaling with a tap on my helmet, suggesting, hey, give me a push if I am slower on the corner exits. Car behind Paul side by side, so to my surprise, this car 21 started a couple positions behind 6th place on grid, managed to catch up. There is a reason for this pace. This car 21 is known to be the fastest in the current fleet of rental cars, so we have no chance of fighting it. But try with a lunge into turn 9, drifting wide. This allows car 21 to swoop past from the inside. Car 22 tries to get a run but decides to back off. Aim for the apex on the inside to carry maximum speed. That's the flagman signaling the last 2 laps of the race. We are currently in P4, hoping to hold position. Not a bad result considering the weight disadvantage. The karts ahead are getting into a bit of a tussle. We have kart 22 trying to pull up side by side. Oh my! Dive bombs on the inside, a turning point, forcing me wider than the usual line. The karts even collide at the apex. We keep the inside and aim for the apex, too much entry speed, and we go wide on the corner exit. Wise decision would be to let kart 22 go by. The drivers behind may catch up and challenge for a spot if we lose time in a tussle. We missed the inside of the turn, carrying too much speed, following behind car 22. That's a pretty clean entry into turn 10. Riding the apex, managed to get on the tail of car 22, only for it pull away on the straight leading to turn 11. The flagman is signaling the last lap. Plan is to bring it home in 5. That's a decent spot to start a 12-lap finals race. This has been a tight race in the season so far. Takeaway points will be we are much cleaner in the corners, but reduction is much needed upgrade for gains on the straights.
Check your flag, check your flag.